Hello my gamers and tax evaders alike. I talk about a lot of things that I hate on my YouTube channel, and today I'd like to turn that around and talk about something that I love, and I think we're all aware that I love by this point, and that is fucking dinosaurs, man. They're so cool. I literally spend probably hours a day watching fucking YouTube videos about dinosaurs. That's not even exaggerating. I just cannot get enough dinosaur content. It's so fucking fun. And how can you not love dinosaurs, man? It boggles my mind. It's like the coolest fucking thing ever. They're the ancestors of birds, right? That diversified into many fucking niches that still exist today, but they have different body plans, so we see completely different animals that basically did the same thing as animals today, but they look so fucking different and it's so cool, dude. For this video, I'm just gonna talk about a couple of the dinosaurs that I very much am a fan of, some of my favorite ones, so let's get right into it. My favorite dinosaur of all time, even though it's not technically a dinosaur because it's actually a pterosaur, would be Quetzalcoatlus, which is just, it's literally the biggest fucking animal that ever flew. It's the size of a giraffe, but it could fly. Imagine that, a flying giraffe just roaming the skies uninhibited and free. I can't even imagine it. I want to so badly. It would be incredible. Truly a sight to behold. And it existed. What? I mean, just fucking look at this. Look at how big he was. I mean, how? How could this thing fly? It's crazy. The dude was so big, he was the size of small planes. Imagine that. Imagine riding on one. How you would feel. You'd be riding a flying fucking giraffe. That's crazy. I think it's the closest that a human would ever come to actually experiencing riding a dragon, like if these things still existed. Also, it's named after the Mayan god Quetzalcoatl. So not only is it the biggest flying animal that ever existed, and it probably preyed on small dinosaurs, that's what its prey was, small land dinosaurs, it also had the wingspan of a fucking aircraft. Literally. That's not an exaggeration. It had the wingspan comparable to a fucking aircraft. Not only all of that, but it's named after a fucking ancient god. I don't think you can get more metal than that. Another dope dinosaur was Mosasaurus. I think we've all heard of Triceratops. It's one of the basic ones that they teach everybody in fucking middle school. But dude, it had a fucking awesome name. Mosasaurus. And that's not where it stops being awesome. Look at this shit. Why is its horns? Why? Why are they? Why? Why they look like that? I imagine a lady at like a dinosaur themed like bar or something goes up to the bartender and she says, hey, can I get a Cosmo? And then a Cosmoceratops just breaks out from behind the bar and fucking rampages and just murders everybody in the bar. Because it was the size of a fucking buffalo. A buffalo in a bar with fucking horns shooting out of its fucking head. Yeah. Next awesome dinosaur is Argentinosaurus, and I feel like this one doesn't need an introduction. It's the biggest fucking animal that ever existed on land. I mean, how fucking cool is that? How fucking cool is that? Look at the size comparison of this guy next to a human. That's like 800 humans right there in one animal. Like, you could put like 30 people on top of that dinosaur and it would probably walk just fine. That's how fucking big it is. I mean, can you imagine if it existed today? You could legitimately ride that thing around. It'd be so much cooler because like the biggest animal now is the blue whale, and you can't exactly ride a blue whale. For very long, at least. I don't even think we would be able to contain the fuckers with the sheer size of them. I mean, what do you do with it? I imagine an alternate universe where instead of asking for ponies, you know, dinosaurs still exist, so little girls ask for an Argentinosaurus for their birthday. The dad's just gonna be like, where do we keep it, huh? What are you thinking? Where? In the backyard? You want to keep it in the fucking backyard? Last one that I want to talk about is Mosasaurus, which I'm also pretty sure isn't technically a dinosaur, but like a lizard or something in the water. Either way, it was a giant fucking water reptile that just fucking preyed on anything and everything because it was huge. Dude, it was like the length of 10 people. Like 10 of me long. I can't even conceptualize that in my head. This one I'm actually kind of thrilled doesn't exist today because I would never touch any body of water ever. The thing could gulp you down without even having to chew. It could swallow you whole and just digest you in its fucking stomach acids. I would not want that shit happening to me, mind you. That would be horrible, but it's still insanely cool nonetheless. I mean, the fucking absolute size of this thing. Not as big as some other predatory animals that have existed in the water, but Jesus fucking Christ. It's bigger than a great white, I'll tell you that. Anyway, those are some of the dinosaurs that I love. You know, I didn't want to put T-Rex in there because, you know, T-Rex is fucking awesome, but it's kind of overdone at this point. Everybody knows about the T-Rex. But, by the way, T-Rex did not have fucking feathers, according to our current understanding. There's even been some fossil evidence showing that they might have been scaled. That isn't to say that they didn't have feathers for sure, because they do have ancestors, or relatives rather, that did have feathers. So we found evidence that relatives of T-Rexes had feathers, but no direct evidence of T-Rexes themselves having feathers yet. So keep that in mind, you fucking idiots. Velociraptors did have feathers, however, so that's, you know, that's pretty cool. And all birds are technically dinosaurs. Every single bird alive is technically a dinosaur. So when people say that all dinosaurs were killed by a meteorite, that's incorrect. You can pull out your fedora and go full Reddit moment on them and say, well, actually, all dinosaurs weren't killed in the extinction event. It was the non-avian dinosaurs that were killed in the extinction event. That also means that we've all eaten dinosaurs before. If you've ever eaten a chicken nugget, you've devoured dinosaur flesh with your own 2 teeth. Own 2 teeth? That's own 2 eyes, but whoa. Here's something kind of funny. You guys remember the dinosaur nuggets from when you were a kid? They're the chicken nuggets that were shaped like dinosaurs. Yeah, that means like when you eat those, you're literally eating a dinosaur. You weren't just figuratively eating one. You were literally eating it. It's an interesting observation. Fuck you. Anyway, that's dinosaurs. Bye.